everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about how to use the Borda count method to determine the winner of a preference schedule vote. So take 3 deep breaths and let's make this math easy. All right, so the idea of the Borda count method is to give each choice a certain number of points depending on which choice it is. So in this preference schedule, we have a vote between chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla ice cream. And if we were to use the Borda count method to determine the winner, the way that we would do this is we're going to give 1 point for every third choice vote, 2 points for every second choice vote, and 3 points for every first choice vote. So the first choice votes get the most amount of points, but second and third choice votes do still get some points. And what we'll do is we'll calculate how many points each option has. So we'll take chocolate and we'll say, okay, first of all, let's look at how many first choice votes chocolate has. And it looks like it has 1 person who voted for it as first choice here and 8 people who voted for it here. So there's a total of 9 first choice votes, and each one of those first choice votes gets 3 points. And so I'm going to do 9 times 3 to count up all of those first choice votes. Then I'm going to add that to the number of second choice votes that I have. So there were 2 people who chose chocolate as second choice here, plus these 6 people, and that tells me that there's a total of 8 second choice votes. And second choice votes get 2 points. So I'm going to multiply those 8 votes by 2. And then my last step is to give points based on my third choice votes. So there were 3 people who chose chocolate as their third choice here, and 3 people who chose chocolate as their third choice here. And so there's a total of 6 people who each get 1 point because it was a third choice vote. Then to calculate all of this out, I'll just simplify this. So 9 times 3 is 27, 8 times 2 is 16, and 6 times 1 is 6. And if I do 27 plus 16 plus 6, that tells me that the Borda count for chocolate is 49. Then I'll go through and do the same thing for strawberry. And I'll say, okay, well, let's look at how many first choice votes strawberry has. That flavor has 2 plus 3 first choice votes, so that's 5 votes for first choice, and each one of those gets 3 points. Then my second choice votes for strawberry are 1 person here and 3 people here. So that's a total of 4 second choice votes, and each of those second choice votes gets 2 points. And then for last choice, I have 8 people plus 6 people, which is a total of 14 people. And each one of those votes gets 1 point. And so if I simplify this, I get 15 plus 8 plus 14. And that tells me when I add all of those up that the Borda count for strawberry is 37. And then I'll go through and do the same process for vanilla. So I'll say, okay, well, how many first choice votes are there? So I'll look at it, and there are 6 plus 3 first choice votes for vanilla. So I'm going to take those 9 first choice votes and multiply by 3 because the first choice votes get 3 points each. Then for second choice votes, I have 8 plus 3, which is 11 second choice votes, which each get 2 points. And then for last choice votes, I have 1 plus 2, which is 3. And each of those 3 votes get 1 point each. Then to simplify this, we get 27 points from the first choice votes, 22 points from the second choice votes, and 3 points from the last choice votes. And when I add those up, I get a Borda count of 52 for vanilla. And so that means that vanilla would be the winner of the Borda count method because its Borda count was the biggest out of the 3 options. So why don't you try this one on your own? This preference schedule summarizes the votes for people's favorite seasons between spring, summer, winter, and fall. And on this one's slightly different than the last problem we did. So the way that you distribute the points is you say fourth choice is going to get 1 point, third choice gets 2 points, second is 3 points, and first place gets 4 points when you're calculating the Borda count. So essentially you always start with 1 point for your last choice and then you increase it as you go up through the choices. So pause this video and then restart it to see how I would solve this problem. Okay, so on this one, to calculate the Borda count for fall, I'm going to first look at how many first choice votes fall has. So there's 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7, which tells me there's a total of 17 first choice votes for fall, and each of those 17 votes gets 4 points. Then I look at how many second choice votes I have for fall. So I have 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1, which is a total of 6 second choice votes. And each of those second choice votes gets 3 points. Then I look at my third choice and I say, okay, well, there were 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, which is a total of 7 third choice votes. And each one of those gets 2 points. And then it looks like there were actually no last choice votes for fall. So I could say it's 0 times 1, or I could just leave it blank because there were no last choice votes for fall. And then I can simplify this all out. And if I do 17 times 4, I get 68 plus 18 plus 14 plus 0. And when I add all of those up together, it looks like my Borda count for fall equals 100. Then I'll go through and do the same thing for spring. And I'll say the Borda count for spring is going to be 1 plus 3 plus 2 for my first choice votes. So that's a total of 6 first choice votes, which each get 4 points. And then I'll take my second choice votes, which are 4 plus 2 plus 2. And that would be a total of 8 second choice votes, which each get 3 points. And then my third choice votes for spring are 4 plus 7 plus 1 plus 1. And so when I add all of those up, it looks like that's going to give me 13 second choice votes, or excuse me, third choice votes, which get 2 points. And for last choice votes, it looks like I'm going to have 2 plus 1, which is a total of 3 last choice votes, which each get 1 point. And then I can simplify this and I get 24 plus 24 plus 26 plus 3. And when I add all of those up, 24 plus 24 plus 26 plus 3 equals a Borda count of 77. Then I'll go through and do the same thing for summer. And I'll say, okay, well, my summer first choice votes are going to be 1 plus 2 plus 2. So I have 5 first choice votes for summer, which each get 4 points. And then for second choice votes, I have 4 plus 2 plus 1. And so that would be a total of 7 second choice votes, which each get 3 points. And then for third choice, I have 4 plus 1. And that's it for second choice votes. So I have a total of 5, which each get 2 points because third choice votes get 2 points according to this chart here. And then for my last step, I would look at how many last choice votes there are for summer. So there's 2 plus 7 plus 3 plus 1. And when I add all of those together, that gives me 13 last choice votes, which each get 1 point. And then I can simplify this, which gives me 20 plus 21 plus 10 plus 13. And when I add all of those together, I think that's going to give me 64 for the Borda count for summer. And then for my very last step, I'll do the Borda count for winter. And when I look at this, there are 1 plus 1 votes for first choice. So 2 first choice votes, which each get 4 points, plus 7 plus 2, which is 9 second choice votes. And each of those second choice votes gets 3 points. And then for my third choice votes, I'll have 2 votes plus 3 votes, and that's a total of 5 votes. And they each get 2 points. And then for my last choice votes, I have 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. And that's a total of 14 last choice votes, which each get 1 point. Then I'll simplify that out and I get 8 plus 27 plus 10 plus 14. And that tells me that the Borda count for winter is 59. And so, based on the Borda count method, the favorite season or the winner of this preference schedule vote would be fall because its Borda count is the largest. And so, the winner in this case would be fall. And that's how you do the Borda count. If you have any questions, please let me know.